Coming up on today's FNN, we explore if mental health days are helpful or hurtful.
Plus how a new business in Kentwood is creating a growing partnership with EK.
And we bring you winter sports action. Stay tuned for all that and more because FNN starts now. Happy Friday, Falcons. I'm Trenton.
And I'm Ifti.
As the semester comes to a close, many students are cramming to raise their grades and studying for exams, stressing themselves out and affecting their mental health. FNN reporter Amberly Wynn digs into mental health days being necessary or lazy.
Schools can get stressful, homework, tests, deadlines, and everything in between. Sometimes you just need a break. More students are starting to take what is called a mental health day, time off to rest and recharge, but not everyone agrees on whether that is a valid reason to miss class. Some see it as self-care, while others see it as an excuse. Savannah Nichols, a senior at East Kentwood, is on the side of them being valuable and something worth taking.
Doing like cheer and then having like AP classes and having like needing the time to study for them is just like a lot because like you feel like you're on the go all the time and don't have a time to take a break and just relax and breathe because you always worry about what you have to do next, like when is practice or I have a test I need to study for tomorrow, so I can't take the time to just sit and relax.
Students like Savannah are juggling different responsibilities from schoolwork to extracurriculars and even part-time jobs. With so many demands, many are pushed to meet tight deadlines, leaving them feeling overwhelmed and stressed, and that stress can build up, leading to burnout, anxiety, and other serious mental health challenges if left unaddressed. East Kentwood High School's Spanish teacher, Senora Kinstner, has a few ways in which she is able to recognize and manage her mental health.
I was only going to harm others and myself with that kind of lack of energy and mental state. So I told my students, I said, I'm taking the day tomorrow. You're going to take care of yourselves, and I'm going to take care of myself.
Senora Kinstner believes mental health days should be used to pause, take care of yourself, and return to school ready to learn, not just as a way to avoid work.
Like you have a little bit more energy. There's that saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. I think the purpose of that mental health day is to find a way for your cup to be filled. Again, prioritize yourself, your needs, and your health in general, especially your mental health.
Some students say mental health days help them reset and return to school more focused. Others still worry about falling behind or being seen as lazy for taking time off. Mental health is a major part of overall well-being, and prioritizing it whether through a day off or support from others can make a big difference, according to the National Library of Medicine. At EK, I'm Amberly Wynn.
Whether you see them as necessary or lazy, mental health days are becoming a bigger part of the conversation, especially as students face more pressure than ever.
For most of us, the idea of AI involves how to get help on homework. But what happens when AI starts to impact other areas of our lives? Reporter Mariah Wright explores the growing concern of AI-created art and music.
My definition of art is something that you look at and it moves you, whether it makes you angry, sad, happy, excited. It's something that moves you.
What is art, and how would you describe it? Does it need to be made by human hands, or can artificial intelligence do the job? For some people, art involves putting their heart and soul into what they create. Mr. Art is an arts teacher at East Kentwood, and he is a firm believer that true art is crafted by the human imagination and cannot be replaced.
I think art is made for humans. It's not made for computers. So as long as we're speaking that same language of love and we're communicating that, AI is never going to replace the hand of an artist.
Even if AI art can't replace human-made artwork, that doesn't mean it doesn't have a place in the art world. Mr. Art considers AI a crucial tool in helping artists enhance their work and fight artist block.
So AI in artwork isn't frowned upon if used as a tool or to add new depth. But is it the same for music?
Sky Reinhaupt, a senior at East Kentwood, is a member of the ABC and symphony orchestras, and she feels as though music created by AI is missing one key detail that really makes music, music.
I feel like it's definitely missing something because there's just something that like people do that just like they take an idea out of like their raw creativity and put it into music, and that's why it's like so cool to like listen to a song and be like whoa and like get immersed into it. And I feel like that's just something that AI is missing.
While AI may never be able to find that missing piece, Ryan Wallace has spent his entire life around music. First as a touring musician and now as an orchestra director at East Kentwood and Crestwood Middle School. For him, True music doesn't mean perfection. It means creating something that sticks with people and helps create a strong sense of community.
I think AI can be a good and useful tool. I'm just old and it's not something that I'm personally particularly interested in because I've got friends that I can go jam with. Is it going to write a perfect song? No, but I have a pretty long track record of, albums that I produce and being able to go tour where it's like, I know how to write a good song and I like the people that I write with.
Whether it's used as a tool to enhance artwork or create music from scratch, AI has a place in the art world for better or for worse. And regardless of everyone's opinion, it's probably here to stay. At East Kentwood, I'm Mariah Wright.
AI in art is showing no signs of slowing down, with many award shows introducing categories for AI-created music, movies, and video games.
Raising Cane's has recently opened a new location in the Grand Rapids area. What makes this cane special is that they have found ways to get involved with the community and create new partnerships. Our very own FNN reporter Chastity Reed digs deeper into Cane's newest partnership with East Kentwood High School and the EK athletic program.
A few months ago, received an email from the general manager, Maggie, of our new Cane's restaurant, and was very excited because we love Cane's in my family, and I knew our kids were going to love it. This would be great for Kentwood in the area. But also, they're really excited about being involved in Kentwood Public Schools and being involved with our kids and our teams. They're a give back organization. They've proven that every other area that they've been in. So we're hoping that there's opportunities to partner with them.
So honestly, we do a lot of partnerships with different community partners and schools. One of our biggest things is that we are not just a restaurant in a community, we're a restaurant for our community. Also, just having partnerships helps bring awareness on those different programs. We do have now our 4th restaurant is this location here in Kentwood, Michigan. So really just expanding throughout. Honestly, like Michigan is a blue collar state. Able to promote our local partners is really a great thing for us. But like I said, also being able to give back to our community through fundraisers and our active community involvement. So overall, honestly, East Kentwood has been a great partner with us. Just like I said, being able to promote their athletics programs, we were able to donate a check to their athletics program as well. It's just a way for us to, really promote that school and those programs.
I could foresee some halftime shows. We already had a field goal, at the halftime of the district football game earlier this year. That was really cool and presented by them. So they want to get involved in that way. As all things, we want our kids to have opportunities to do things, and we want our kids to have opportunities to be a part of things. It was very cool that they've thought about us when they were opening their restaurant. I'm sure they would have been very busy without us, but it was cool that we had an opportunity to have our kids there and be a part of the entire event.
Cane's is continuing to look for more ways to partner with East Kentwood and to keep growing as a member of the Kentwood community.
Starting this year, the school has implemented a more efficient and strict tardy policy. 3 tardies and that's a detention. Reporter Salwa Abdurrahman looks into the impact this new addition is having on the school and the students.
Students from all over the district arrive at school at different times by different transportation day after day. But one rule remains the same. You have to be in class on time, and if you're not, you need to print a tardy pass. This year, it was decided that it was more efficient for the pass system to automatically issue students a detention if students are tardy to their class 3 times or more. Ms. Coy, an AP Lit and creative writing teacher, has already seen a big change in student attendance as a result.
I think the tardy policy is a good idea. I know that students maybe aren't as big fans of it as teachers are, but for us, starting class on time is important so that we can get to that welcome in, good to see you all, and now we can begin our work.
This new tardy policy aims to create accountability and consistency, but the conversation about the fairness and flexibility of this new addition continues among the students. Even though the tardies have been decreasing, what about the students who may have trouble getting to school on time? Junior Mallory Black shares her thoughts and perspective on how this affects students.
I think it's great for the kids who kind of slack off and aren't really trying to get to class on time, but for the people who have a hard time finding rides or drive themselves, I feel like it can be a little difficult to get here on time.
As winter approaches, it can make students struggle even more to be on time, especially the first hour.
I feel like there should be exceptions for some people, like me, since I drive a half hour to get to school. And I don't know, just any other kid that has problems getting to school.
As the policy continues this year, perspectives from both students and staff show the complexity of addressing tardiness across the district. At EK, I'm Salwa Abdirahman Iman.
The most important thing is doing your best to get to class on time.
Every Tuesday and Thursday, students around DK sign up for their RTI class. But after more than a year of RTI, have students found this new schedule useful? FNN's Brooklyn Hill looks to find out.
Response for Intervention, or simply RTI, has been fully implemented into East Kentwood this year. It is being used for a variety of reasons, such as studying, test retakes, and much more. But has it helped students? Major Barnes, a junior at EK, believes that these new RTI sessions has made a big difference in his ability to focus and complete his work.
Struggled because I didn't get a lot of assignments turned in on time, and I feel like work was piling up. And I think RTI gives me like more time to get my work done in like a good setting, because I know there's a lot of study sessions in RTI.
Students and teachers were skeptical when RTI was implemented into the school, with fears that a shorter schedule twice a week would take time out of classes. Mrs. Bresser, a forensic teacher at EK, was one of those skeptical at first, but has now come around to it.
Yeah, so at first I was quite hesitant. I didn't know what it was going to look like and how the schedules were going to change, and we were missing time in class, which I was a little bit worried about. But once it got going and we got into the routine of it, I find it really beneficial. I wish I had it in high school, because I think it would be really nice to be able to get my homework done. I was a student athlete, and a lot of times I had a hard time getting my homework done, along with doing all of my extracurriculars. So I wish I had that in high school.
RTI has helped many students cut down on homework. It's a helpful tool that gives students more time to do things that they want to do after school, and less time being stuck at home with assignments. Sage Calago, a sophomore, is another student that has enjoyed RTI, saying that it has helped her better manage her time.
It makes it easier to not have to do work after school, so I can not have to go games and then do that right after. I can just have more time to focus on sports and stuff.
RTI has already helped many students grow in the first year. If we keep implementing it, who knows what the future holds? At EK, I'm Brooklyn Hill.
While RTI may be done for this semester, we will jump right back into RTI sessions once the second semester begins.
And that wraps up your news this week, Falcons.
Now let's toss it over to FNN sports reporter Reese Emiad for this week's EK Sports Report.
Welcome back to the Land Falcons. It's Reese here bringing your EK Sports Report. It's time to check in with the remainder of our winter sports teams, so let's get to it. Starting things off, our wrestling team won their season opener at Hudsonville 2 weeks ago, and just this past weekend, Isaiah Hudnall got his 100th career win at the Kent County Classic and overall had a great team performance. Today, our boys and girls have a home meet against Wayland and are finishing the week off with a meet at Shepherd tomorrow. Over at the bowling alley, our boys and girls bowling teams have had a great start to their season, where they both placed 5th at the preseason conference meet last week and took down some tough opponents. At the pool, our boys swim and dive team hosted their first meet of the season last Saturday, placing 6th at our sprint relays, and now are gearing up for the West Michigan relays at home today and tomorrow. Over at the ice, our hockey team won back-to-back games last week against Bishop Foley and Boston Huron, and are at Jenison tomorrow, hoping to pull off a big win. That wraps up this week's sports report. We will be back in January with highlights from the latest winter sports. Now let's pass it back to the desk.
And that does it for today's show. We'll be back in January with more, but until then, make sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to Falcon News Network on YouTube, where you can catch sports live streams, previous episodes, and other great content.
Plus, check out Falcon News Network on Spotify for our new season of podcasts.
Have a great break, and we will see you back here next year.